Hello there guys, and welcome back to another Monster Super League video. Today we're going to go ahead and do two things. We're going to go ahead and look over the balance patch, we're going to look over the Ostermons, and then we're also going to go ahead and do our silver fusion, or not fusion, our silver soulstone summon. So before we do the balance review, let's go ahead and do the summon, see what we get really quickly, because why not? Let's see what we get. So we got enough soulstones from silver. I've been able to beat Lupin every single time, up to 21 times in a row so far, but let's see if we get lucky with our silver. I'm gonna actually turn up the music a little bit. Come on, variant silver. Let me see that variant. Nope, no variant silver for me. That's fine. Another silver to add to the collection. Either way, let's go ahead and look over the Astro Guide and check out what the changes are. So, the first change was Poseidon. Now, actually, my clanmates finally talked some reason into me, and I realized that Poseidon is a tank. The Fire Poseidon, they changed him to Courageous Striker, but I realized, my clanmates tell me that he's a tank. So honestly, not as big as I thought it would be. Because Courageous Strike is really nice on either balance units or attackers, but on a tank or a defender, it's very I mean, it's still possible to give him some good amount of Courageous Strike, and he still has the weaken ability, which makes him, I guess, somewhat useful. If he's a tank, honestly, I would rather prefer him being double weaken. If anything, that would have been actually a better update. If he got double weakened, I would have taken that. But yeah, and not as strong as I thought. Like, he's still a Courageous Striker, don't get me wrong. You could probably still build him like attack, probably just triple attack, honestly. Stick some trinkets on him and he'll probably survive and do some damage at least. But yeah, so his weaken gone. Like, he's just not as strong as I thought he would be. I'm disappointed in you. It's not your fault though, Poseidon. They should have changed you to a balance type unit at the very least, if they were gonna give you Courageous Strike as a 5-star unit. Let's go ahead and look over the Wood Poseidon as well. And let's see the Wood Poseidon. Where are you, Wood Poseidon? There you are. Okay, so Wood Poseidon is a defender. Oh! Okay, he got Fearless Taunt, 50%, 80% chance for Fearless Taunt. And 2-turn stun on his AoE. I mean, defender is always nice. The only problem with wood defenders or wood tanks, I guess since it's a wood defender, maybe it's not too big of a problem. But it's just the fire Drakas that run around on offense that really like destroys and cripples any kind of like wood units. But maybe once we get Colosseum and there's gonna be a limited like things in Colosseum, like wood units might actually come back in the future because of Colosseum. So maybe later down the line, we might be able to actually start using things like wood units again, because you will be limited to the amount of units, or you'll be limited. You can only have one of each unit. So Fire Draka people won't be running around with 4 Fire Drakas in Colosseum. So you might actually be able to put some wood units on defense for once. So Fearless Taunt with stun, right now, not too good, but in the future, might actually serve a purpose. So I would probably build him HP defense just because he's a Fearless Taunter, and Fearless Taunters are really strong. Gemma Healer set, if you have a Gemma Healer set, because you gotta get them distracted forever. And yeah, that's for Poseidon. Let's see the changes for Wild Fang. The first change is petrification for the wood, and okay, so wood and water got changed, so we'll check out wood and water just right now. Alright, so wood got changed to 80% chance for 1-turn petrification. I believe it was like before it was like 100% with crit for petrify, and the skill got changed to 2-turn sleep. So, oh, and also the leader skill got changed to crisis aversion, which is really nice. So petrify, somebody was actually telling me that one of the big reasons probably why they changed it from like 100% crit to 80% for 1 turn petrify is that it's easier to just have something without crit like chance for newer players. So, and since Wild Fang's gonna be the new super evolution coming out, they want newer players to be able to, you know, actually build Wild Fangs and actually have fun with it and, you know, be able to super them. And if you require crit rate, well, it's gonna be a little bit harder to build them too. That also just means you can make it a little bit more tankier too, since she's a defender after all. So you could build her like HP defense or HP defense. And she's a petrifier and sleep for 2 turns on the AoE. She has crisis aversion, so that'll be very helpful. But again, like I said, fire draw could still run around in PvP, so she might not be too useful right now. Assuming crisis aversion works in Coliseum in the future, maybe it's possible that she might be good in Coliseum when she gets her super. Right now her stats are a little bit low, so but once she gets her super evolution, they might brace at least quite a bit. Her recovery is a little bit high though. Let's check out the water one. Let's see the water one. Where are you, Water Wild Fang? I feel like I skipped you. Do not skip the Water Wild Fang. Wait, where is she? Did I build her? And I have her. Okay, no, I didn't. Haven't built her yet. And water. Let's see, the Water Wild Fang changed from 80% stun. 80% stun for 1 turn, and then we got petrify. 80% chance as well. Wait, what does it say? 5-star skill level up. Increased damage by 20%. Increased by 1. Oh! It shows you the book effects too. So it increases damage by 20% and the turn 1 petrify. Wait, hold on. This also shows the I didn't realize this also showed the skill effects up. So let's go back to the Wood Wild Fang very quickly and let me see. So when fully booked, the Wild Fang gains skill effect 15% damage and effect chance by 20%, so it goes up to 100% chance per petrify for 1 turn. And then sleep, the effect chance goes up by 20% for 2 turns and increased damage by 25%. And let's see the Wild Fang, Wild Fang, here we go. And let's see, for the stun we have still just an 80% chance for 1 turn stun. Doesn't look like there's anything different about the change. And I guess it's just all damage on the stun still. And then for the petrify, it's changed to 20% increased damage and 1 turn extra, so 80% chance for 2 turn petrify on the enemy for the Water Wild Fang. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. And then all the Wild Fangs got crisis aversion. So let's go ahead and look at the other change, which was Artemis. Artemis got changed, her variant, which is now resist lead, which is nice because there's a lot of people with a lot of variant like Omnigis and a variant like Artemis, and some of those people run either like sometimes they run like variant super Mihos in the lead because they don't really have like a HP leader skill. But now with the Omnigi or the Artemis, they could run a variant one in the lead, and that's gonna help out by at least anywhere between 1 to like 5% more resist. So that's nice for anybody who has a variant Artemis or variant Omnigi and they just want to use it as their lead. And since it's anywhere, you can bring this and so you don't just have to bring it only to the you don't have to bring it only to PvP. You can also bring them to things like Tower of Chaos, where maybe you lack resist, or maybe you're getting stunned a lot. I don't know how many mons there are in Tower of Chaos that get stunned, but there are a couple. Or you can use it for maybe Colossus if you need a resist lead for. Actually, I think the Water Artemis would be a good example. Like for the Water Colossus, you don't want to get sapped a lot. So with the resist lead Artemis, you could actually like resist those saps that the Colossus lands on you, and then you can sap it back as well. So it's still really good for. So it's even better now for Colossus if you have a Water Artemis. I mean, I still use Wood Seedler and Super Miho because they're like it's very cheap to build both of those 2 units, and it's very easy to get the Super Miho to, well, the Water Miho to Super. And of course, finally, my favorite part of this update. This is probably like the best thing that from this update, at least in my opinion. This is one of my favorite things they added. So my favorite thing they added was the very simple ability. So once you start gold farming, as soon as it stops lagging, all right, now So continue battle without whenever you encounter an exotic. This is great if you don't want to use it, don't want to catch stuff during the weekdays. It's better in the weekends because the catch rate up. And then my favorite one, the one that's like, it's like really big letters. Automatically sell 4-star gems or lower. Yes, please. Now for newer players, that might not be the best thing, but like for me, who doesn't need any 4-star gems or lower, this is beautiful. These 3 check marks are the most beautiful things ever. I mean, sometimes I still keep this one too. I don't really like I really like collecting the Superstone material more, so I use that one as well. But yeah, no, automatically sell gems 4-star or lower. This makes farming so much easier. Earlier today, when I was farming, I did like 60 battles, and I just didn't notice them go by so quickly because I didn't have to go back after my inventory got full, because I think I'm at like 280. So after like a one auto 20, I already have to go back immediately to sell the gems. But now I don't have to go back at all. I only have to go back whenever I catch something. So this is a really nice update for farming. It makes it so much easier. It just makes me want to farm more, honestly. At least for story stages. I do a lot of golems farming already, but before farming story, it does hurt when there's no exotic event because of that auto gem. So, but now exotic farming is gonna be so much more fun. I can't wait till the Knuckles event, because they did some changes for the Knuckles event as well. Like they added the ability to, whenever you KO an exotic, or at least for the Knuckles event, whenever you KO a Knuckles, they'll give you rings back. So this will be really good for that as well. That means you'll be able to collect extra rings during the event whenever you find Knuckles. Although, of course, you might want to pay still a little bit of attention in case you get a variant. You don't exactly not want to catch a variant. They did add like a thing so you can tell the difference between a variant and a non-variant. Let's see if somebody in the story caught a variant right now. Nobody a variant here, but the way basically it'll show up as a variant in the chat no matter what it is. So it's really nice. Oh, another little update, I forgot about this, right under the balance patch, is the skill book changes for July, Bev, Shelly, Medusa, Wendigo, Crowhook, Minicat, Code, and Wolf. So Wendigo got his beautiful books, 20% extra attack. That's gonna be really nice. And then Jack-O-Little's books changed from 4-star to 3 stars. So now we can farm them in the story a lot easier. And for Jack-O-Little, whenever she comes back, she'll be an excellent unit to use for an SP Siphon set. Because if you have her fully booked, 40% SP Siphon with an extra with 55% damage on Hunter. Really strong, really solid. I need to really change mine up though. Mine's still on that flat attack as it has been for so long. I really need to change her at some point. But I still need to farm some more Siphon sets for her. And then let's see, Beth and July got a change. So let's see, I know, and I see Shelly got a change too. So I have a Shelly. We'll check out Shelly. So it's 100% 2 turns. Oh, it's 100% 3 turns now. Shelly. 100% 3 turn Shelly. That's really good. That's really nice, actually. And then Code got a change. Wolf got a change. Let's go ahead and check Code. See if we can. I think I have one here, like an Evil 3 one. So Code, I'm sure, just got more damage added to him. And then Crowho got a change. Minicat got a change. And Bev. So we'll go ahead and take out a Minicat. Why not? We'll take out Minicat. And let's see. I mean, this is the water Minicat, so I don't really have many of these 3-star units. Oh my god. Every time I hold on something, it automatically, that's also part of the update, it's like broken a little bit. We got Medusa, Bev, let's see. What else do we have around here? Medusa and Bev. And then a wolf. So let's go ahead and see if we can grab a wolf here really quickly. So we can grab a wolf there. No, please stop clicking. This update is... so there is this bug in the update right now where whenever you hold on something, it tries to long press it even after you let go, like very quickly. So it's very annoying. And let's see, we'll go ahead and get a crow hook here too. And yeah, I already got a Minicat, but I don't know if I got a water one. And we'll deposit these over here. And let's go ahead and check them out before it starts doing that again. All right. So first things first. Code. Morale boost with Hunter. I didn't know Code had morale boost. I'm an idiot. That is not Code. That is a unicorn. That is not Code at all. Hold on, let me go ahead and grab a real Code. Let's see, here we go. We'll grab a dark one and a, we don't have a light one, do we? Oh, we do have a light one. That is not Code, that is a unicorn. Alright, let's see if we can find it. Here they are. So, the dark one got defense down on passive, and then the light one got 10% attack down, and then skill activation 15% on shock. 80% 2-turn shock. Wait, what? Ah, that's not so bad. I never realized that the Code had defense down, and I know I had light predator, but okay, I really do need to build a dark Code at some point. I mean, I still gotta build my Dark Thors as well at some point. And then Wolf got books for him, just more damage to his aggression. And then we have the Minicat, which has barrier, 20% morale boost and shield. Now it has 25% morale boost and an extra turn on the shield, assuming it actually survives that long. And then, I wonder if Minicat might be somewhat fun to use in PvP now, because of 3-turn shield. Although I guess in PvP it wouldn't last that long. To begin with, Medusa got changed, Bep got some more damage, Crow Hook is still bad, and July... I would have to look at all the individual ones to actually see what the abilities change, but Shelly is looking very strong right now. Shelly's looking very strong, Wendigo's looking extremely strong, Minicat's pretty nice. I think I had a Light July actually. Hold on, let me check Light July. I'm pretty sure I had one. I don't think it was a variant though. I think it was just a normal Light July. Do I not? I'm pretty sure I had a Light July around here somewhere. So let me, here she is. So Light July got Seal 1 turn up and defense down 1 turn up. So 100% chance Seal and 100% chance defense down for the Light July at least. I don't think I have the dark one, I just have the light one. So, an extra turn on the Seal and defense down for the Julys. Oh, and one last thing, I guess. We do gotta look over the packages, I guess. So, let's go ahead and check those out and see how those go. So, first things first, they have the Shadow package, they have that variant Holy Gleam packages, cut those prices. Then they have the skill book pack, once per day. $1 a day gets you a skill book per pack. Well, no, it gives you 100,000 gold and a skill book. And a 3% chance per random. At least they're telling you what the chances are for the 5-star book. And then they added a bunch of new, they added one new support pack. They added the $3 for 3,000 energy, which by the way, I calculated it. That's 70 more energy than what you would get by getting the Astro Gem one. So it's just an extra 70 energy. So if you're gonna use these gems for energy, well, this is pretty much it. Although this one doesn't give you this one doesn't give you any energy. It just gives you Astro Gems each day. But yeah, so Astro Gems and energy. How about that? I don't see anything else here. Let's look around, see if there's anything else. And I think that's pretty much everything other than clan conflict with CBC, with a chance for you to get Soulstones, which I think I might have actually gotten some Soulstones now that I'm looking back on it, because I don't actually remember looking at my rewards. So let me go ahead and check my Soulstones and see if we actually got any of those, like fire or just Poseidon Soulstones in general. Let's see if we got fire or wood Soulstones. They would be at the bottom if we did. It doesn't look like I have gotten them. So it doesn't look like they're in effect. Maybe that's just like a week. Maybe it's just like weekly that we'll get Soulstones. Or maybe I just gotta look in to get any Soulstones from CBC. Because it says here we should be able to get Soulstones from CBC. But I did all 3 of my battles today. So the ranking of packs. Clan points reward for clan conflict, individual battles reward, certain possibility it would be possible to get a fire, water, or wood Poseidon Soulstone. It's possible I might have just gotten some water Poseidon Soulstones and didn't notice. So there's a good chance that that probably happened. But yeah, so we can actually get Soulstones now from CBC. But other than that, guys, I think that's it for me for right now. I'm gonna go ahead and just go back to farming, probably start sliming actually, because I already have 13 mil gold and I need to convert that back to Astro Gems. So we're gonna go ahead and go do that, and yeah, I'll see you guys later. You have a good one. Tomorrow I will release the video about my teams, and also I wanted to let you guys know I am paying attention to the comments. I am like thinking of ways to improve the videos. You guys want me to start putting at the end of the videos, like start putting my mons and their gems and actually show them off? It's a great idea. I like it. I've never actually, for some reason, I always forget to do that step, but I'll try from now on to, whenever I do anything related to any kind of battles, anything, I'll put whatever mons I use and their gems at the end of each video. I didn't know you guys really wanted that, but you guys really do want that, so we'll start adding those to the end of the videos. Even there might be a lot of repeats happening because I use a lot of the same mons, but this will make it a little bit better for everyone, so you guys can understand my teams. But yeah, so I am listening to you guys. So I'll see you guys again later. You have a good one.